a broken heart takes so much from you. And the reason I say that is that because I've been there a few times myself. The way I put it is that because I have loved so much, I've also felt the pain of a broken heart so much. And so the reason that I'm making this video is because it's a conversation that happens almost every single day with the people that I meet during my coaching sessions or my travel or in general, because there's so many broken hearts just moving around here and there trying to figure out the answer. And so I want to set a context to why I'm making this video and why is it so important for me that I speak about this. I have been a hopeless romantic. I have been that guy who used to write in his diary since class 7. And in this diary, I used to write about different things. I used to write about the motivation. I'll write all the quotes that I used to believe in. I have this happiness corner. I had this sadness corner. I had a list of all the books that I had read. And I also had a section which was called For Her. And it was my love corner. And I used to write about my idea of love and my idea of a relationship and my relationship goals and what love means and, you know, different things that are associated to love. I had this whole idea of love in my head, you know, which growing up I tried emulating, which came from the different models that I came across as I was growing up. But I really believed in that. And so, you know, you have this phrase, right, that there are some people who wear their heart on their sleeves. And so for me, that was not enough. So for me, I'll take my heart out, tie it with a rope, and fucking swing it like a rodeo, right? Because I used to love the feeling of love. I think most of us do, regardless of whether we admit it or not. So I used to love the feeling of love. And I did get the opportunity in the past few years to, you know, exercise that love on someone. But the more you swing, the more susceptible it makes you to get hurt as well. My heart has been broken a few times, and I'm sure it will probably be broken a few times in the future as well. But this whole question of how do I fix my broken heart was something that was so important to me, something that was so necessary for me to be able to go forward and move on in my life, that over years I've tried to find out different answers. And there's no one answer to it, there's no standard set template to it. But over years, I have come to terms with a few things that if you implement in your life, it does help you in your healing journey. It does help you fix your broken heart. And today I want to share that with you. So these are the 5 things that does help you fix a broken heart. These are not universal truths. These are not universal principles. But these are certain frameworks which you can tweak in your own way to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. But the principle of it, the core value of it, the core idea behind is something that I want you to take away. The first and foremost thing is that you need to honor your emotions. What do I mean by you need to honor your emotions? First, you need to give it time. A lot of us, when we have a broken heart, we try to fix it very quickly, right? We want to skip so many steps. And so one of the things that I do in my coaching is called the total truth process. And so the whole idea is that the best way to reach from point A to point B is a straight line, right? Same goes with our emotions as well. But we don't want to do that because this is painful. So what we do is we try to skirt around it. We try to maneuver around it. We try to like run away. But that's not how it works. It is a straight line. Sometimes the shortest way is not the quickest way because it's the most difficult way. Yet it's necessary. So honoring your emotion, honoring your hurt, that it might take some time for me to process what I'm feeling and to grieve, I need to honor this, right? I need to give it time. And the way we can do that is by avoiding denying, right? Is by avoiding saying things like, oh, I shouldn't feel sad. Oh, I should fix this right away. And reframe it into something like, I'm experiencing sadness and that's okay. And that I will recover from this. I just need to give myself and this some time. Second is expressing your need to others, right? It's okay if you don't want to socialize anymore because you want to spend some time with yourself. It's totally understandable. It's okay if you're not able to fulfill the commitments that you've made to people. It's okay. But you need to communicate that to them. Because if you don't tell them what you need, how will they know what you need? So if they don't know what they need, they will not be able to cater it. So just communicating a little bit of what you need at this point can really help. Third, it's so basic but so fundamental, move your body, you know, be it running, be it exercising, jogging, gardening, doing yoga, any single thing. And the more you move your body, It'll give you an opportunity to not only process how you're feeling, but give a very healthy outlet to what it is. Like I know for me, working out, for me, going to the gym and banging some weights give me so much of clarity. Because for me, I take every weight that I find difficult to move as a challenge. And every time I'm able to move it, it's a breakthrough for me. And that sort of gives me a message that, oh, if I'm able to move this way, I'll also be able to move this certain emotion or reframe this certain thought, right? So it gives me so much evidence and belief in myself that it then transcends into my whole emotional self. So moving your body really helps. It could be something very small, it could be something huge, whatever it is in your capacity and in your health limitation. Fourth, avoid triggers. I cannot stress how important this is. When I say triggers, these could be visual, audio, kinesthetic, or olfactory. Visual, as in all the pictures, the videos, whatever visual thing that triggers you about their memory, about your ex-partner, remove that. Audio visuals, whatever songs you listen to, you do together, whatever certain audio that reminds you of them, you need to let go of that. Third, kinesthetic, whatever experiences you shared, whatever spaces you shared, whatever things that you used to do that remind you of the feeling of this particular person, you need to avoid that trigger. And fourth is the smell, right? If there was a particular perfume or a candle or a particular dish that you used to make and the smell reminded you of them, you need to avoid all the triggers for a while. I'm not saying that you need to let go of them throughout, but it's just that for now, these triggers are way too powerful for your nervous system to process. And the best way to sort of help you deal with your own emotions is to remove these triggers physically and give yourself the opportunity to create more memories and create more sensory triggers for the other emotions around you. It's about getting back control to what you feel, think, and hear around you, right? Because the more we try to avoid a certain thing, our brain pays more attention to it, right? And so for a while, we need to remove that. And the fifth one is that we need to turn our attention outside towards other as well. Sometimes we get so engrossed in our own feelings and in our life and in our emotion, in our pain, in our guilt, in our shame, and so many things that it gets very blurry. And so sometimes, instead of looking within too much, just look outside and start catering to other people's need. Because helping other people always gives you a sense of happiness and gratitude, right? So it could be helping your neighbor do their chores, or signing up to a local, cleaning program, or going to an animal shelter and helping feed some stray animals, and anything that can add some sort of service into your life, because it really helps. Creating impact in any other being's life gives you a lot of fulfillment and love. And so a lot of this that you're looking for within right now, that you feel you've lost, you might just get it from outside as well. And most importantly, it will make you feel good about yourself. And when you have a broken heart, that's something that you really crave for, to be able to feel good about yourself. While these 5 frameworks will really help you, I really want you to understand that whatever it is that you're going through right now, it's completely all right. It's totally fair for you to feel the way you do. It's completely valid how you're feeling. Do not discount how you're feeling. Do not try to shove it away. Do not try to shame yourself or guilt yourself. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to trust somebody. It's okay to love somebody and lose that love. It's okay to be broken. When I got my heart broken, I thought I'll never be able to love again. I thought I'll never be able to trust somebody again. But I did. I was able to eventually. And again, my heart got broken. And again, I thought that I wouldn't be able to. But again, I did, right? And so what I'm trying to say is that every time you feel that you'll not be able to love again, you will. Love is such a powerful thing. You have to understand, as you grow, as you evolve, you'll realize that it was never about them. It was about the love that you have. So as long as you have the love, you will be able to love somebody, right? And that's all we need at the end of the day, right? And so with that, this will be the end of the video. I would love to know how you feel about what we just spoke about. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You can write it on the comment section, or you can drop me a DM, you can email me, whatever you feel comfortable. And I would love to give an answer. If it's something that I get from a lot of people, I'll also make a video on it. And remember, you and I are trying to figure this out together. I have just transitioned from Instagram to YouTube, because I also realized there are so many things that will take some time for me to explain, and I should also honor the time that it's needed to explain certain things. And I thought, while I'm making a few videos on Instagram and they're going well, I think there are some conversations that need more space and time for me to process, for you to process. And so that's why I'll be taking some of the videos here. And so let's see how it goes. So take care of yourself. Please drink some water after you watch this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.